Let us start and let us please give a warm welcome to one and only Pragati Gupta. Can we have you, ma'am? I guess you're on mute. Just give me a second. Okay, now you can unmute yourself. Great.
Okay, yeah. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much, Gitika, for having me. Uh, yeah, as you mentioned, like you can start with the comments and all, like as to who all are there on LinkedIn and how you are kind of leveraging it, what you are doing currently. Just want to keep this session very interactive. It should not be like one way, like me delivering all the things like lecture and all. You don't want something like that. But yeah, even you can put up your questions, you can put up your thoughts, like how you are leveraging LinkedIn if you using LinkedIn for. Is it for the job search you are using? You are kind of building your own personal brand. You are using it for freelancing, or like how you are exactly using it. Yeah, yeah. Feel free to kind of drop the comments or like in the chat box how you're using LinkedIn. If you are, okay, I guess no one is actively using LinkedIn here. Okay, Sandeep has shared his profile. Okay, internships, jobs. What will be the benefits of LinkedIn Premium? I definitely will be covering this. This is the main like important part. Connections and internships. Okay, so I guess most of you are still in like college, or like how is it, Gitika?
Yeah, all of them are undergrad students.
Okay, great. Perfect. So I guess this is the best time. If you are not on LinkedIn, you should kind of definitely create your own like your profile over there. Perfect. So I'll maybe start with the basics of how pursuing MBA. Due to LinkedIn, I've participated in webinars which are helpful. Nice. I'm not using LinkedIn actively for growth and networking. Great, great. Nice. Perfect. I'll kind of start with the basics of how exactly you can leverage LinkedIn, how you can kind of create a well optimized profile over LinkedIn and leverage it to the potential. Sorry. Okay, let me quickly share this PPT with y'all. Let me know if you can see my screen. Perfect. We can start with like how do you can create your LinkedIn profile with the basics. Okay, I'll take one profile as an example. I guess we have it somewhere below. Yeah, here. Okay, so the first and the most important part, like as you kind of you already have a profile on here. This helping B2B businesses grow through purposeful content. So by reading the headline itself, I'm very clear, okay, that Christiana helps people or brands with the content or copywriting thing. She has mentioned like content strategy consultant and writer. So it's very obvious from banner, headline and everything, we can kind of easily depict how she is kind of helping businesses. So headline, and second and most important part in the headline is to include the relevant keywords. For example, if you're a graphic designer, make sure the keyword is kind of there present in the headline itself. And by mentioning the keywords, I don't mean to stuff keywords like very aggressively, like okay, graphic designer freelance graphic designer or graphic designing, not like that. It should be incorporated in a very subtle way, like okay, you are a graphic designer. She has mentioned it very clearly, she's a content strategy consultant, and it is nowhere like looking like keyword stuffing and all. We can take another profile as well. Here it is mentioned, I help entrepreneurs, founders, and CEOs tell their story and show up authentically on LinkedIn. So by reading the headline itself, kind of we can kind of easily depict how the person helps. So it gets very easy for the founders and all to kind of reach out to you for the specific requirements. Here she has mentioned, I help founders and all, and here the details are mentioned. And interested, please send me a DM. So she has clearly mentioned how people can actually reach out to her. If she wanted, she could also mention the email ID here. Okay, you can reach out to me via my email ID, or something like some other platform how you are comfortable with. So these three things. Fourth comes the name pronunciation. By name pronunciation, okay, it is not there in this one. So there are quite a many times like people are not able to pronounce your name correctly. So if you want, you can also add a audio regarding how your name needs to be pronounced. Here also it's not there, but yeah, you can add that name pronunciation kind of thing. It can help a lot. Now, apart from that, there comes the about section. So about section is this one. Okay, she hasn't mentioned. We can take up from here only. This is the about section. So in the about section, you have to clearly mention as to a bit of what exactly you have done academically, or what is your experience. If you have some sort of experience working with companies, or you have done some sort of internships and all, you can mention it here in the about section. Make sure it is in a bit storytelling format, or it is not very boring to read. Like here we can see there are very long paragraphs, so it is not very much readable. So make sure it has like very short sentences to the point and clearly tells about what exactly you have done and your experience. Apart from that, we can take any other profile also to see the about section, like here. Not working properly, sorry. Yeah, so about section is the first thing. Second comes are adding relevant skills. So here in the skill section, you can see uh, she has mentioned content management, research skills, content strategy, and all. This also helps in the SEO part. Plus, whosoever is landing to your profile, they'll be very clear as to these are your top skills, and this is something you vouch for. So it kind of helps in building credibility as well. Third is the endorsement part. Endorsement comes somewhere down here. Recommendations and skills. I'll take up my profile 1 second. 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 1 sec Meanwhile, you can kind of put up any of your doubts if you have regarding like we can take up like at the later stage. Perfect. So this is the about section. Here you have to mention everything about like what exactly you do and how people can reach out to you, what all services you provide. Here comes the top skills. Then comes the endorsements part here. So endorsement is like if you're just starting out, maybe you can find the industry leaders or industry expert or people you know who are kind of good at particular things. You can go and kind of send them endorsements, and yeah, they'll kind of do it back for you if it goes well. Second part is the recommendation part. This is like testimonials. So I'll take a brief example, a very short example. For example, whenever we order something on Zomato, Swiggy, and all such any restaurant, we go check out the reviews as to how the restaurant is and how the taste is and everything, the ambience and everything. And then only we decide if we want to go to that restaurant. And even in the Zomato, Swiggy kind of thing, we go through the reviews of the customer. Similar to that, it works here on LinkedIn. Like for example, if a person is coming to hire you, they would like to understand how is it like working with you. Are you like easy to work with? Do you have the relevant skill? Do you deliver what you promise exactly? So this is where reviews and like this and recommendations kind of help. Recommendation, in short, helps in building the credibility and trust within your audience. So it kind of gives a guarantee, sort of like, okay, you are good to work with, so people will kind of reach out to you more. Apart from that, this is I'll kind of repeat these points. First thing is the make sure your profile picture has a very neutral background. It needs to be a headshot, no FB or Instagram kind of DP works here. Second, your banner should be to the point. It should kind of talk about what exactly you do. Third thing is the headline part. Make sure it has relevant keywords as to for the optimization part, and it kind of clearly tells what exactly you do. Fourth is this audio, what I was talking about, the pronunciation part. So it is something like this. For apart from that, fifth is the about section. Here, mention what exactly you do, your services that you the services that you offer, how people can reach out to you. For then sixth comes the skill section here at the top. The skill set that you have. Uh, then comes the endorsements and recommendation part. Till here, if someone has any doubt, they can kind of put up. Then we'll move on to next section. Oh, what is the reason why LinkedIn profile gets temporarily blocked? Or there can be like plenty of reason. For example, if you kind of post something very offensive or something that should not be, we will be of course covering. Endorsement is like okay, one second, I'll wrap up that thing first. So there is something called LinkedIn jail. Your profile can get banned or shadow banned in case you post something that is very offensive. People kind of report your account, or if you are excessively sending requests to people, like there is a certain limit of how many requests you can send in a day, or like how many people you can connect with. If you're doing it in a very excessive way, there are chances that LinkedIn can ban your profile. Apart from that, some other reasons are like, for example, if you already have an account on LinkedIn and you create a second account, or if someone is kind of running your fake account or so, there are chances of like impersonification. So in that case, LinkedIn can kind of ban your profile for a very short period of time. But yeah, you can reach out to them. The support team is like very helpful. They will kind of sort the things. They kind of sort things very quickly. Endorsement is just like giving a thumbs up at, okay, someone is good at this particular skill, so it works that way. Review is a very detailed text post. Endorsement is a very short form of that only. Kind of review only you can consider. Okay, any other thing? Anything else that you want to ask in terms of profile optimization? What to be in the about section? Okay, about section, like basically like you are currently studying and you are like whatever you are pursuing, you can mention about your degree. If you have done any sort of internships, you can talk about that. Okay, I have done internship in this field, and these were my core areas that I was focusing on, or my roles and responsibilities. So I'm good at like maybe mobile app development, or maybe I'm good at graphic designing, or maybe I'm good at whatever skills you want to mention. So a brief about what exactly you do, what you are like if you are promoting a particular set of services that you want, maybe you can mention that. Yeah, that's like about section is all about you, like you can experiment there. What about connection? So yeah, LinkedIn has a connection limit of 30K, like 30,000. You cannot add more people than that. There can be n number of followers, but the people who you connect with cannot be more than 30,000. Okay, anything else? Okay, so just to repeat, the profile picture, banner, the pronunciation part, the headline, these four things. Then comes the skill set, then comes the about section, endorsements, and the recommendation. Endorsement, yeah, endorsement and recommendation kind of similar. Endorsement is just showing something like, okay, I know that maybe Gitika is good at like management, so I'll kind of endorse her for management. Endorsement works like that, just giving a thumbs up for the skills that I know that particular person is good at. Okay, so you have skills in Python, web development, prompt engineering, and all. First thing you should do is mention about all these skills in brief in your about section. Second, choose like maybe one or two skills that you are best at, and maybe mention that in your headline part. Third is update your skills section, add those skills there. Fourth, maybe you can search for a particular keyword on the in the search section, and you can go and apply to the relevant internships from there. I'll kind of demonstrate as to how you can search for relevant internships. Like I'll maybe go through that first. I'll share my screen. Let me know if you can see. Let me know if my screen is visible. Uh, okay, 1 second. Okay, is it visible now? Okay, let me know if you can see. So, for example, here I'll search content marketing. Uh, can you see my screen? Like, no visuals? Oh God. Okay, is it visible now? Got it. Okay. Perfect. So if I go to like search bar and type in content marketing, I'll press enter. Second thing, maybe like whatever skill you are good with, like you mentioned, okay, prompt engineering, we can also start with that. So someone asked about, I guess, uh, Karan asked about this prompt engineering. So let's start with that prompt engineering. We can so maybe type in this keyword over in the search bar. I'm so sorry for this. I guess my internet is slow or like not sure what's the trouble. Is it fine if someone else can share the screen and kind of go to the LinkedIn profile? Yeah, yes, you can do. Gitika, can you please share access to someone if they are okay to take?
Yes, yes, everybody can join now. Can share their screen.
Yeah, yes. Can you go to the LinkedIn profile? Yes, you're there. Okay. Perfect. Can you go to the search bar and type in like maybe prompt engineering or prompt engineer? Yes. Can you please go to the search bar and type in prompt engineer? Yes, you're there. Okay, no worries. Uh, Wait, let me try. Prompt engineer, yeah. And then go to the job section at the top, yeah. Here, the first part. Yes. Then add the filter. Okay. And then maybe click on this see all jobs result in India. Great. So, as you mentioned, I guess Karan, so maybe you can do this thing, and here you can find a couple of internships that you can apply for. Maybe go through the JD, what exactly they're looking for. If that matches your skill set, you can go and click on the apply, and then this is how you can find something related to prompt engineering. Now similarly, you mentioned like you also do web development and digital marketing, so you can type in kind of those particular keywords. We can try for one more. Maybe you can type in like digital marketer over there, or digital marketing internship, and then similarly you can search, add the filter as job, and then maybe do one thing, Sandeep. This you can see this date posted just at the side, just on the top, like experience level, where we have the search bar. Yeah, date posted. Go to this, like maybe just past month or past 24 hours. Yeah, and then these are the latest ones, so maybe you can apply here. Other thing that you can do, this is simply for searching the jobs that are posted, but there are a couple of people, or there are a couple of HRs who don't directly create a job posting on LinkedIn. So in that case, to find such companies, what you have to do is simply go, yeah, uh, keep that the prompt engineer and kind of search it again, maybe. Like go back once again, one more time. Yeah, here you can click on the post on this page. Yeah, this one, and then maybe filter like past 24 hours. Now here you can find a few posts that people have already put up, like if they are hiring for a digital marketer, or if they're looking for interns, and also you can go through these posts that are already done, like maybe 24 hours back or so. Maybe you can type in like digital marketing intern over there instead of prompt engineer, because the chances are very low for prompt engineering. Maybe type in digital marketing intern. Yeah, search for digital marketing intern over there. Yeah, go to the yeah, this post only. This is already the filters are set up, so here you can find out the job postings, like where people have not exactly created a job opening, but they have posted it via like post or so. Chaitanya, can you stop sharing screen? Yeah. So yes, this is how you can find out the internships that are not posted but are there in the LinkedIn post. Fine, we can move on to the next section. If anyone has doubts regarding this, the job posting, or like how you can search for a particular opening and all, you can put it up, or else we can move on to the next part. What's the price of LinkedIn Premium? Sandeep, can you please click on this try for free? Yeah. Go to the pricing section. It depends, like whatever plan you are going ahead with. So maybe you can choose the basic plan. I guess that's enough. So the benefits of LinkedIn plan is firstly, of course, as you mentioned, you were talking about, I guess you can message anyone and do receive messages, send messages and all. So you can do this in mail kind of thing. You get certain amount of emails that you can do. Apart from that, there are various courses that you can get access to. For example, the LinkedIn learning platform, you can kind of easily do all those courses, add it as a certifications over there in your profile. That can help you grab more opportunities. As a fresher, how can I apply for internship? Average skill for a particular job, you can like create a killer resume, I would say. That's the easiest way. Okay, I'll move on to the next section quickly. Sandeep, you can maybe stop sharing your screen. I'll share. Thank you. Let me know if my screen is visible. Perfect. Next part, we have already covered this. Apart from all this that we have covered, the 8 points, uh, to make your profile more strong, the next part is the turning on your creators mode. This helps you increase your visibility on LinkedIn. The second is the services you offer now, like as Karan mentioned, like he is good at prompt engineering, web development, and all. So create a service page there, mention about the services that you're offering, your hourly rates, or like how people can reach out to you. And then there is a small section that appears at the bottom of your headline, request services. That is for the adding your services helps you there. Apart from that, add courses and certification. This is something we were already talking about. Once you get LinkedIn Premium, you can get access to the LinkedIn e-learning platform. There you can do multiple courses that are available, and you can add the certificates you get from there. uh, Apart from that, focus on growing a network. Like for growing a network doesn't mean like go send multiple requests to everyone and anyone that you find on LinkedIn. That doesn't mean growing your network. By growing your network, it clearly means like if you go with the organic growth, start creating posts, connect with the relevant people in your industry. Apart from that, start engaging with others posts. This is here, like creating posts. When we focus on building our personal brand on LinkedIn, the first and the most important part is creating content, and that too very consistently. This is 50% of the effort. Like you creating content, posting on LinkedIn, this comprises of 50% of the overall efforts. Rest 50% of the efforts goes into engaging with other people posts, like liking their post, commenting on others' post, and all these things. Apart from that, yeah, the thing that we talked about, connecting with relevant people in your industry. Remember that there's a limit of 30,000 connections on LinkedIn, and you cannot exceed that limit. So make sure you only connect with relevant people, and not just like if you are like if you're just going by the flow, like okay, I have to send like 10 requests or 100 requests in a day. That will just like LinkedIn will kind of ban your profile in that case. So just make sure to kind of send very limited requests. And it is better, like for example, if you are sending a request to someone who is already hiring and you know that their company is hiring, it is better to send a personalized invite. Like for example, hey, I've seen your I saw your like you're hiring for this. What I'll explain. I'll come down to that. Uh, like yeah, personalized invite. I mean, sending a particular message as to why you want to connect with them. For example, if I saw a post like XYZ company is hiring for content writer and I want to kind of connect with the HR, now if I kind of send request directly to the HR, there are very less chances that she or he will be accepting my request. But instead of that, if I kind of send a personalized note saying, okay, hey, I'm this, and I work as a like content writer or copywriter. and I saw that your company is hiring for this particular designation, and I would like to apply for the same, and here's my portfolio. Check out, you can maybe check out and reach out to me via my mail ID, or whatever it is. So in that case, the chances of the HR accepting your request increases by 10x. So make sure if you are connecting with a purpose, it will be better for your LinkedIn profile. Apart from that, you are sharing your point of view on the collaborative article. So collaborative article, you might have seen, like it has it was not a, like it's not a very old thing. It has been launched by LinkedIn very recently only. So by collaborative article, like LinkedIn keeps on posting article, and if you have something, like let me show you one second. Let's try again. Okay. So there are a couple of articles that LinkedIn post. So maybe, for example, if it is something regarding prompt engineering, sorry, and you have a certain point of view, like you can add your point, or maybe whatever you have, like you feel like this will kind of, this is a valuable comment that I can make here in this article, then you can go and kind of add your POV over there. Okay. Mm. Gotcha. Okay, so this is not loading for me, so maybe I can explain via images. Uh, is my screen visible? Okay, perfect. This is not loading for me. I'll explain via images only. Okay, so maybe, for example, you can find these articles on LinkedIn very easily. And here's how you can kind of collaborate here. Just click on these articles. Maybe if you have some point of view, like here, the section is like, should I be contributing? here, like for example, let's take an example of this. How do you manage difficult team members? So like maybe someone has a different point of view, like how they manage it. It completely depends on person to person. So if you have some good points to make here, simply click on here, like add my perspective over here, and you can start contributing. Now how this helps is, it kind of helps you to improve your overall visibility. Yeah, someone is okay. It kind of helps you improve your overall visibility on LinkedIn. Second thing, you might have seen the golden badges, like top content marketing voice, top copywriting voice, top storytelling voice, and all. So this is where kind of collaborating on these articles helps. It can help you get that golden badge on LinkedIn. Similarly, uh, yeah, I'll kind of start explaining maybe using images only. This is easier. Okay, so I guess it might be somewhat clear as to how you can collaborate. Here is a button of like how you can add perspective, how to collaborate. You can find a number of articles. Wait, I'll send you maybe some. There are a number of pages like how you can find. For example, here, when I search for copywriting, there's a skill page by LinkedIn. LinkedIn skill page, it is known as. So I'll go to this copywriting page, and here I can find like n number of articles. Maybe go through those articles, and then there's a very small button at the bottom. I hope you can see my screen. Okay. Sandeep, can you please stop sharing your screen? Thank you. Yeah, so here copywriting I'll search, then there's a skill page by LinkedIn. I'll go to this page, maybe follow a particular page that you feel like is good and matches your skill set. Go to that page. Maybe, for example, if I want to collaborate on this article, what strategies can I use to address a client's doubts, and how the effectiveness of your copywriting, about the effectiveness of your copywriting. So I'll go there, I'll read the entire article, then I'll click on start a contribution, and then I'll add my point here. And like here you can see contribute to 3+ article, and I'll get this top copywriting voice badge. Hope that's clear. Please raise a thumbs up. Or if you have doubts, please put it up. Okay. So by collaborating on this article, there are 3 to 4 things that you'll get. First is you will gain a lot of visibility on LinkedIn. It will help you build your personal brand. Third is there are chances you can earn this copywriting voice, or like whichever page you follow. Like I'll show one more example. I'll go to the search bar, personal branding. Like whatever you feel is your core strength or skill set, you can go to that particular skill page, follow that page, keep an eye on the recent articles that are posted by LinkedIn, and start collaborating over there. Okay, repeat. Okay, once again I'll repeat. So if you want to find the articles that you want to collaborate on, like go to that particular skill page on LinkedIn. For example, I'll choose maybe copywriting. I'll type in copywriting on this in the search bar. I'll go to that particular skill page. There I'll find n number of articles. For example, here the copywriting skill page is this. There are like 504K followers. I'll go through the articles that are here. Whichever one I feel I can add value to, I'll go to that article. I'll click on add your perspective. Here, these many, like there are n number of articles that you can find here. Hope that is clear, Omkar. Okay, this was about collaborative articles. Then comes what to post. Okay, so now that we have talked about like building our personal brand, how to create a profile, the next part is how to grow your LinkedIn profile. So as I mentioned, 50% of the efforts is like the type of content that you create and post, and 50% is how you engage with others. So the first question that might be coming in your mind, like, okay, I'm just a student, as to like, what should I start posting about? What kind of content should I create? Because like uh, this is the very first question that comes to the mind. So let's go to this. So if you're just starting out, maybe you can start posting something about industry trends. For example, I'm a writer. I know that because of AI or chat GPT, there is a lot of like there are a lot of things that are going on in the industry. Maybe I'll pick up something about chat GPT or AI, or how AI is impacting the jobs of content creators, copywriters, and all these things. I'll post something like my point of view about what I feel about this. Where can AI replace writers, or if it cannot replace writers, or anything about like industry trends we can post about. Second thing is like professional achievement. Like for example, you have completed an internship. You can post about that. You can post about learnings and all, like what you have learned in that internship. Apart from that, like if you have completed a certain course, you can post about that. So yeah, professional achievements you can post. Uh, Something trending, yeah, that we have already covered. Like industry trends, something that only like whatever is trending, like in business, like in my field, I'll tell you, like in freelancing, what's trending as of now in startups, AI, and all these things is like people are kind of posting about how I kind of grow my business, like taking my business to this level. Like for example, I'll say taking my business to 1 lakh per month, and I'll show you how. So every day I'll start posting my learnings. Okay, I'm day one, I'm doing this, day two, I'm doing this, day three, I'm doing this, and this is how I'm growing my business to 1 lakh or 10 lakh per month. So you can post something about that, like anything that is trending in your industry. Fourth is, yeah, learnings, tips, and tricks. So for example, once you have a follower base, you have set up that you have kind of established that sort of credibility in that department or domain. You can start posting something about tips and tricks. For example, I kind of regularly post about 5 things you should focus on as a freelancer, or 5 things you should focus on when writing a great copy. So something regarding that you can post. Apart from that, company updates are like, for example, this is majorly for the companies and all, like what your company is up to, if some new employee is joining, and all these things. Your content and repurposing your content and real life experiences. Like there are so many people and posts you might have gone through. They kind of create very great stories, very engaging ones. Like, okay, I was going through this, and then like I woke up and then I did this and I did that, and this is what I learned from this. So maybe you can cook up certain stories and all that you feel can add value to your audience, not something like very, yeah, someone is saying something, something you want to add. Yes, please, you can maybe put up a question, or 1 second. Uh, can you unmute yourself and put up your question? Gitika, do everyone have access to kind of unmute themselves? Gitika, are you there? Maybe you can, Rahul, you can post your question in the chat section only. Oh, okay. Gitika, is it possible to give access to everyone, like to unmute themselves? Yeah, sure. We'll be going through a couple of profiles at the end. Okay, yeah, we'll be taking this up. Like, we'll be going through a couple of profiles. So, yeah, I guess this is a bit about like what you can post. And like, if you're just starting out and you don't know what to post exactly, what kind of content to create, maybe you can do one thing. You can go follow a couple of industry experts in that field and you can start resharing their post. Just click on repost and maybe add your thoughts about that. One main thing to focus on is like if you just repost anyone's post, that won't help a lot. But if you go and post someone's post who already has a great follower base and already has established credibility in that field, like someone who has a lot of followers, go and repost their post. That will kind of help you a bit more. So yeah, that is it about what to post. What not to post also, I guess we have already covered. uh, Avoid posting anything that is very offensive. Avoid posting things that can cause a lot of like controversy. Avoid posting all such things. Like I personally avoid one more thing. I avoid posting about anything about political parties and all, because that is something I feel is very sensitive topic, and it is better to avoid political related topic on a very professional platform. How long the session will last? Yeah, I guess we are almost done. We'll kind of go through a couple of more profiles. Do we have any other platform for job? And if you are specifically looking for any other platform for jobs and interview, there are like very like Naukri.com, Indeed, and n number of portals, job portals are there. Upwork is for freelancing and all these things, not specifically for a 9 to 5 job. Oh yeah, endorsements also I wanted to show. One second. This is not working. I was searching here only to show everyone. Endorsements come somewhere here. Here, skills and endorsement. It comes somewhere with the skills only. One second. If this loads, I'll show. Yeah, this PPT we will be sending it across. Cybersecurity students, as to what exactly should I tell about this? Is it like profile optimization or the kind of content that you want to post? Great, we can start with this Chaitanya's profile. So, okay, so maybe you all can start with like what do you feel can be improved in this profile? Yeah, start putting up. Like we have already covered a couple of points. Maybe you can. maybe we will learn this way. Like start with this Chaitanya's profile. Mention the points that we can improve here. And everyone, please take feedback very, very positively. It is for our improvement only. Yeah, please start. What we can improve here? Nothing is needed here. The headline, okay. What else? Profile picture could be a little more professional, right? And something about us. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah. So first thing is the profile picture. Definitely, we can use various. There are like Canva has this background remover and all, and you are already into this software and tech, so you might be better at all these things, removing backgrounds and all. So make sure to have a very, very clear and neutral background, and a headshot works. Here in this one, I guess it is better to kind of shift the content at the right hand side since we already have a profile picture here. Third part is of course the headline that we were talking about. So headline we need here. Like mention about your skill set and all, whatever you have mentioned here can be in the headline as well. Third here, this can be a bit elaborative. Skill set also, like you have mentioned a couple of things here, add them as your skills also. Reposted. Oh, so nice. Chetan is already kind of posting and kind of doing reshares and all. So that's nice. Okay. Internships. Nice, nice. You can also add about a bit more about your experience section here, like what exactly the role and responsibility you were having over there. So maybe in the web development, what results you brought in, what you learned and all, like maybe 5 to 7 pointers. And yeah, rest is good to go. And like places you have done internships in, like who were your POC, whosoever your POC was, maybe you can go and ask for a recommendation or like a testimonial from them. That will help you. Okay, next profile we can take up currents. Got it. Now we'll be very quick and start with like what's missing in the profile and how we can improve. Okay. Let's go with Karan's profile now. What all things can be improved over here? Banner, right? Headline, banner, and about, right? So banner can be a bit more specific about like what exactly you do. your skill set, what services you are providing. Headshot, we need something that is kind of like you are facing the camera. That looks very much appealing to the audience as well. Education can be added on the right side. Okay, and apart from that, here he has already mentioned about the courses, and this is nice. Experience section, uh, maybe if any internships you have done, you can talk about them as well here in the experience. Education also, this featured section is very nice. Here also, like improve, like we can improve over here, like currently student developing skills is fine, but what skill set are you currently working on? Maybe that also you can mention the skill sets that you already have, that you can talk about. What you are planning to do, like what services you will be offering, maybe if not now, you are like maybe something you can mention, like like digital marketing enthusiast or so, like mention things like that. And yeah, this banner and profile picture we can improve. Next, whose profile was this? Mukul's profile. Yeah. Okay, so same thing. Like here also the profile picture. And yeah, one more thing, the important thing I forgot. This open to work, try not to use this thing here on LinkedIn. Though it is to indicate that okay, you are looking for jobs and all, but it looks a bit more desperate. So people don't suggest to use this banner here, this open to work kind of thing. To like just avoid using this. Apart from that, yeah, banner, the headline part is fine. This you can, okay, this is also okay. Yeah, so maybe update the banner, the profile picture. Profile picture is fine. Just remove this open to work thing here. House profile we can go through. Yeah, same thing. This looks more like a Facebook picture, so maybe we can get a clear headshot that like you looking to the straight to the camera. That looks very much nice here. And try to keep the background neutral. Same for the banner part. Next, like whatever you are doing, maybe design engineer. So I guess you have like 2 years, 5 months of experience. That's amazing. Maybe also mention about like what exactly you do, like what are your roles and responsibilities in this particular like in this particular company, how you are helping. Talk about that in detail here. Rest is nice. Maybe start posting. Start if you are not kind of starting, like if you're not very comfortable with post, maybe start with kind of doing reshares and all, reposting other people's content, with then maybe gradually start with resharing with your POV, then maybe gradually start with creating your own posts. Okay, next, Rishali. The profile picture is very nice. This is something I was talking about. Like 60% of your profile picture should be your face should be covering. Second, yeah, we can improve on the banner. The layout is nice, but maybe add something about like what exactly you do. Apart from that, this is also nice. The heading part, about section also. About section here we can improve the readability. Rest the content wise it is fine, but maybe add spaces in between. That will help improving the overall readability as well. Next, yeah, Rushali is already doing couple of posts and all. So that's very nice. Great going. Okay, one more profile we'll take up. Next, after that, I'll kind of share how to create posts using AI like in a very easy way. So who all have used ChatGPT here? If you can maybe raise your hands or say yes. Okay. So for what have you all used ChatGPT? Is it for coding? Is it for content creation or what exactly? Content creation and presentation. Okay. Mostly for posting certifications on LinkedIn. Nice. And what else? So sorry, I guess I got disconnected in between. Okay, so I guess majority of us are using it for content creation and presentations and all these things. Anything apart from anyone using it apart from content creation and all, like maybe for coding and all these things? Coding, okay. Error finding, nice. Clearing doubts. What kind of doubts? Report writing, creating websites, coding interview questions for my field. Oh, nice. Questionnaire formation. Okay. So I guess yeah, majority of you are already familiar with how ChatGPT can help and using it for. Did anyone try anything, any AI tool apart from ChatGPT also? Like there are n number of tools. Yeah, AI tools apart from ChatGPT. Gemini. Okay. Image generator. Okay. Oh, Meta AI, nice. Okay. Great. So I guess everyone here has somewhat used like ChatGPT or Gemini or Copilot and all these tools. So you all are kind of familiar with it. So now that you know like how to use these tools, maybe do one thing after this webinar, just go to any of the tools that you are comfortable using with. Okay, all these tools I haven't heard about like Blackbox and all, so sorry. I'm not familiar. I'll check this out like today itself. So do one thing like pick up any one thing that you would like to talk about on LinkedIn, go to these AI tools and create a post and not just copy paste, maybe edit it, make it like tweak it to make it like more brand aligned, or make it look like or sound like more like you. So generate a post, edit it, and like today itself do a post on LinkedIn and start, like gradually start posting. And maybe like 2 months down the line or 3 months down the line, once you start getting traffic, uh, you will kind of, you'll be you'll be thanking yourself for that. Anything else regarding like maybe AI writing, or like freelancing or content creation or LinkedIn that you would like to ask apart from all this that you want me to cover? How to connect with our domain recruiters? Rushali, for this you can do one thing. Like as I mentioned, like you can search for that particular keyword, whatever you want. Like maybe like let's say it's graphic designing, and like go through the posts, like click on the post, don't go to the job section, click on the post section, check out the, if the heading only it is mentioned clearly, like if they are HR or if they are the founders or the decision makers or the C-level executives, go to the, go to their profile, maybe send a personalized note or a just simply a connection request, and that's how you can connect and kind of grow your network there. But be very specific who you want to connect with. Don't just simply send requests, because we have a limitation of 30,000 there. 11 labs, okay. 11 labs for the, it's a voice audio tool now. Okay, anything else regarding LinkedIn content creation or anything? Oh yes, sure. I guess the session got a bit delayed because of my internet connection, so sorry for all that. Let me know if you can see my screen. How to get recommendation. Okay, one last profile we'll be reviewing. Dev Pratham. Okay, same thing. I guess your profile picture is very nice, and the banner we can improve a bit. Like mention about your expertise. This headline is of course okay, but here it is all the soft skills you are kind of talking about. Mention about like what's your technical expertise as well. Talk about that, how you can help businesses and all. Third, the about section is nice. Currently pursuing. This is good. Here in this part, it should not be like it was great working. Instead, it should also cover about what you learned from this particular internship. So maybe mention about okay, my role was this. I helped my team to grow from 0 to 10 or 10 to 100, or this is how I helped. Here are the skills that I used in this particular internship. So talk about all that in detail here. Yeah, rest is good to go. Just the banner and this, and start posting content. I guess you have just one connection here. So start posting content, start creating content, engage with others, grow, focus on growing your network a bit. Text to speech AI voice generator tool. Yeah, I've just used it like once. How to get recommendation? For example, you have already completed an internship, and like you must be knowing like who was your POC and all. So maybe there's an option to. Wait 1 second, I'll show you a very subtle option. Like let me know if you can see. you can maybe directly ping them like, okay, would you like to like to write a review for me, and it would be very helpful and all. Or maybe you can directly go to the LinkedIn profile, go to the recommendation section, and oh God, yeah, here, and then click on add, ask for a recommendation. I'll maybe add some name, for example, she's my friend Shrutika. I'll click continue. And then what was my relationship? For example, if I mention uh, Shrutika managed me directly, or like whosoever you worked with, my position at that time, I can maybe mention like what I was working on. And then this can be, you can kind of personalize, but here this short also work like, hi Shrutika, would you like to write a recommendation for me, please? And then hit send. So that's how you can maybe subtly ask for, or it's better kind of to kind of send a message to them directly like, would you like to write a review for me and all, like copy paste it there on your website, or if you want it on LinkedIn profile. So this one is the better way, like go to the recommendation section and then ask them. Sorry, yeah, anything else that you want me to cover here? Okay, great, then I guess we are good to go. We'll end the session here. Arti, maybe you can ping me directly on LinkedIn. I'll share my profile. You can reach out to me directly and we can do it there. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Kitika.